In the first scenario, you go to the media with the information that the company is in trouble. But following the media coverage, their stock plummeted, and as a result, the company goes bankrupt. Delta loses all sorts of jobs. With industries failing in Tilbury, some of the lands become brownfields because they were abandoned and no longer desirable due to the risk associated. Some derelict lands even contribute to soil and water contamination when dikes are breached. Most companies that survived demanded accommodations for the massive amount of flood-proofing they had to do privately. Since industrial land was being lost on the Fraser River shoreline, Burns Bog became the place to expand. Development has led to lowering of the freshwater table in the bog, less peat growth, less carbon sequestration, and greater emissions. As people move out of the region in a search for jobs, population decreases in North Delta, Ladner, and Boundary Bay. Local property taxes increase as there are less people to support the failing infrastructure. However, truck traffic through the US and Port Robert increase as more products and manufactured goods need to be imported. Without any mitigative solutions implemented, regional carbon emission continues to rise and carry on the current trajectory. In the second scenario, you go to the media with the information on the vulnerabilities at Tilbury and the near catastrophe of the dike breach. The government responds by bringing about programs and policy changes that would support industries in adapting to climate change and increasing resilience of the area. These policies attract international interests. Development is promoted with reinforced dike systems and pump stations along the edge, ensuring some resiliency against climate change. Tilbury does not expand outwards, but rather densifies as more businesses move here. You have managed to protect the livelihood of the region. Port Roberts and Tilbury are both teeming with boats and deep water dredging for overseas shipping. With a thriving industrial sector, the region witnesses an increase in population. Most of the industrial activities in the area remain high in carbon emission. The massive dike building projects were also high in carbon. However, density allows for some low carbon benefits, such as more public transit options. In the third scenario, you join forces with the company and apply for jobs as leaders in mitigation and adaptation. You help to lobby the government to give incentives for companies in implementing both adaptive and mitigative solutions. The leading industrial activities in Tilbury can now be characterized as an eco-industrial network. The area sees an increase in green infrastructure for flood protection, urban forests for cooling, and low-carbon transportation, such as a bike path along a raised dike connecting North Delta to Tilbury and Ladner. Sharing resources between industries has led to clustering of industries, allowing them to share energy. This means that less land area needs to be protected from flooding. An added benefit is that Burns Bog ecosystem has been thriving with more naturalized water flows thanks to rain gardens and less paved area. The increase of street trees and plant growth in the bog and wetlands even leads to more carbon sequestration. You have protected the region's livelihood and resiliency while promoting mitigative solutions that create more renewable energy generation. Through the integration of solar, biomass, and waste-to-energy into district energy plants, the area's regional carbon footprint has decreased. People now talk excitedly about new opportunities and small businesses they have recently been able to develop.